So we'll start with a less comfortable one. So the off season, not exactly the way you want it. I mean, I know it's 85 young men that you got to watch. That's impossible. Can you tell us a little bit about the off season with the defense and some of the players, Golden in particular, and how you hope to replace him in the line?
Yeah, I can tell you that those guys are no longer with us. The two young men that you're talking about, and I think we've recruited and gotten in a position where we will have more depth, believe it or not, on the front seven in a rotational standpoint than certainly we had at the end of the year, particularly talking about Missouri and Duke. So, you know, from that standpoint, I think, you know, as a coach, what you do is what I do. I'm always evaluating every aspect of our program, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, discipline, everything. And, you know, if things are going really, really well, you have to continue to evaluate that, because other people will catch up. If things aren't going well in the area, you have to evaluate that and make changes. And, you know, we've been able to look through our process of evaluation of players. We've been able to look through our process of what we do on campus for support for our players. And we've made some changes. And, you know, that's all part of it. You know, we're in the business of growing young men. And the easiest thing for me to do is just kick people out. That takes no effort at all. What we can do is try to evaluate, recruit, and nurture and educate young men into men. And one of my greatest what makes me happy is when I have guys who come back. I've been in this long enough now, 26, 7 years, where I've got guys who come back now that are husbands and fathers and not playing football, but are responsible and adults with families that many people would have said when they were 18 or when they were 18 or 19 that they would have had no chance at all. So, yeah, you know, we understand where we are. We understand that there have been some mistakes made, and there have been some a price to pay for that for those young men. But you know, I think that as time goes on, some of the adjustments that we've made are going to help our on-campus situation and our recruiting situation. And will that shut it down completely? Probably not. You know, this is the beginning of time. You know, you get 100 guys together. You know, there's always going to be some issue. The extent of the issue, it will you know, that's what we're trying to combat.
Coach, on the opposite end of the spectrum, the tough questions have to be asked, but on a positive note, talk about the success that has kind of rolled over from Johnny, from your program, and within the state of Texas on the recruiting trail as a whole, and talk about the success and how you feel. 'Cause there's a buzz around your program for sure.
Well, there's a buzz around the program. I think that, you know, we've been able to garner some momentum since the day we got there, you know, with the move to the SEC, and I think it's a combination of all those things. You know, everybody wants to blame one thing. Everybody wants to put it on, you know, the SEC or Johnny or the transition with the new coach, or, you know, all those things. I think it's a combination of everything. And if you don't have some level of success with all those things, all that will fizzle out.